Annyeonghaseyo, as they say in South Korea, which means hello. And of course you heard our Arts Hour on Tour in Seoul last week. If not, do listen back via our website, bbc.co.uk/artshour. And of course, we wanted to know about K-pop, and one of the biggest stars in Korea and beyond right now is Jay Park, an American-Korean hip-hop artist, and in that hip-hop way, he's also an impresario. A songwriter, a brilliant dancer, record producer, model, choreographer, entrepreneur and actor. And we went along to meet him at a cafe he owns in a really hip area of Seoul. And he came in beautifully dressed, covered with tattoos, dripping in gold, but with a very small entourage. His stratospheric rise to his massive fame began in the K-pop world when he was part of a boy band called 2PM. I put it to him that it all happened very fast.
It happened very, very quickly, like it was overnight. One moment we were training to become this boy band, and then the next moment we were, and then, you know, we're on TV all the time, we're doing all these interviews, doing all these shows.
That would be described as pure K-pop, that band, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and that was the early stages of like the K-pop craze. YouTube was just getting very big, and, you know, a lot of international fans were just hopping on the bandwagon.
We hear an awful lot about the suicide rates in South Korea and young people really struggling. Yeah. Do you have to be a role model for people like that? Do you ensure that you only send out very positive messages?
I am a relatively young person, so I do have songs where it's about partying or drinking or whatever, or about women or whatever, but I do have songs that are about positivity and taking care of your family or loving yourself. I do have a song that I put out called Love My Life. Yeah, so it's like, I love my life, and kind of like, you know, like pray for better days, like even though it's hard, like pray for better days. I love my life, yeah.
열심히 살고 있는데 너 왜 그래 뜻대로 되지가 않아도 I'ma keep going 두 손을 붙여 pray for better days yeah pray for better days.
See, that's a really positive message.
Yeah. So I do have songs like that too as well. It's not like I think about being a role model every day. When I look back in my career, I do want to have had a positive impact.
Your album, Everything You Wanted, there are some tracks in Korean and some in English, and I'm fascinated to know what you choose to say in Korean that you don't say in English, or vice versa. Or is it just random?
Definitely there are things that you could say in English that are very common in the urban music industry when it comes out in English. If you translate it in Korean, it would be kind of weird or
Can you give me an example?
Too provocative. In the song Love My Life, there are lyrics like, you know, I said, I think the Lord, he put us all on a better path.
No front like we hard, we can smile and laugh.
We don't gotta act like we a super duper thug, like we moving all these drugs, man. I just wanna sing and dance. That's something that I would not say in Korean. In the States, drugs and selling drugs and doing drugs, you know, people talk about a lot. But over here, if I say that in Korean, there's a disconnect because drugs are a lot less common because, you know, the punishments are a lot more harsh.
You're really being protective over a Korean sensibility and not doing it in the Korean language.
It's just more natural when it comes out in English, as where if you do it in Korean, it might sound a little awkward or it might be a little bit too much.
Right. There's a big difference between you and a lot of the American hip-hop stars that we're familiar with, and that's that you actually seem rather humble. For who you are, it is a bit remarkable. His manager's sitting on the right going, this is so not true.
Yeah, I mean...
You have humility, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's another characteristic that I hold very dear and that I don't ever want to change is if someone in my position, someone of my character can do that and other people can see, like, oh, you know, he's this, you know, he's successful, he has this and that, but he's still very humble and is very humane. That could spread and kind of be contagious to other people.
What's the track that means the most to you from Everything You Wanted?
There is a song, not a very big message, but it's just a feel-good song where people can kind of just, you know, bob your head and enjoy and kind of just watch me perform and sing along to it and just kind of enjoy yourselves, you know? Because I am an entertainer at the end of the day. It's called All I Want to Do.
Girl, I need a touch. Girl, pardon me, I don't mean to be rude, but I got some paper, wanna spend it on you. All I wanna do is kick it with you.
Korean-American hip-hop impresario Jay Park, and Here's some really big news. Jay-Z's management company, Roc Nation, have just announced that Jay Park has signed with the firm, and that makes him the first Asian American to sign with them. Boom! Congratulations, Jay Park. Stay humble. Can I just say, my guests in the studio today are Mary Ann Johansson, film critic, and Nigerian-British writer Nuzo Ono, who was grooving away to that last piece of music. Did you like it? Are you a K-pop fan or a hip-hop fan?
I'm a K-pop fan. My
Are
daughter,
you?
I have a teenage daughter who loves them. So, of course, most times you find that K-pop is a mixture of English and Korean.
Yeah.
I don't even understand what they're saying in Korean, but I love the beat. They import the best of Western music and combine it with their own culture, and it's brilliant.